Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Running once more with Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throw here, 3rd down. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Play fake, it's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they could be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
It's a nickel set for the Ravens, 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes 4th down. Working quickly here.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Love throwing on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This is Henry to start the drive. Brought down there after a gain of about 14 yards. And that's going to bring up a Ravens 1st down.
14 yards.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
This is Henry on 2nd. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he's got him the 1st down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Jalen Simpson. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Throwing on second, Jackson. And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. We finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Flying down the middle of Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Isaiah McDuffie there for the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Drop this one down for Henry. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker. In that range, might we see them go for this 4th down?
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Fourth down, here's Jackson. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the 1st down, too.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, and they go right back to it. He's off again. He takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down, Packers.
They stick with Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And it's a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
And the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
This is Reed working the right side. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on 4th down. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And he's going to have them the first down. Took a chance. Got the couple of yards needed. And they're staying out there.
A pickup of 2 yards. And
to the air with Love. Makes the catch. He's rolling towards that red zone. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Complete to Marshawn Boyd. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Extra point attempt coming up.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. And he's going to be blocked out at the 42. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Lamar. The play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that is good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Now here's Lamar. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Packers get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Well, I suppose some praise is in order for bringing him down almost immediately and preventing a return. Definitely minimized the damage the best they could, but it is still a demoralizing outcome for this offense to give the ball away.
Headed out right. Throwing deep down the near sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
2nd down. Here's Love. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throw left side to Watson. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And that gives Green Bay the 1st down. The Packers take their first time out. 1st and 10 now from the 46. There's Love to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Target that time, Jaden Reed. And that'll bring up second down. Love now. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. He'll go out of bounds there. Downfield after about 21 yards. And that will be good for a Packers first down. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love. And we put everything he's got behind it. That's grabbed inside the 30. That's a Green Bay touchdown.
Pass complete to Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay.
They'll set up here for the point after.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
14. Ravens, nothing. Braves back to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. He's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
And the Baltimore first down.
Jackson to throw it. And this is going to be lost on the hit. Incomplete. Tough to complete it through that traffic and contact over the middle. It's second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson throwing here. And they answer. Touchdown, Ravens. Rashad Bateman scoring from 24 out. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. Inside the 35. And he gets home. Touchdown, Packers. That is Christian Watson, his second of this quarter. Kicking team out to try the extra point. And this attempt is up, and it is good. And they bump their lead up to 14.
Ravens 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now it's Jackson. And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up second and 18 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on second, Jackson. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away. There he goes, pick six, touchdown Green Bay.
Touchdown, Packers.
Looking to tack on the point after.
The extra point.
This one splits the uprights. It is good. And the lead now 21.
Packers 28, Ravens 7. Trace back to kick off for Green Bay.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
At the 36-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Another run for Henry. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
He was brought down by
moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 1 yard loss on the play. It's now third and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
Baltimore first down.
The give right side to Henry. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Carrington Valentine.
He's brought down at the
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Handoff headed right to Henry. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore.
Now give it to Hill. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down. Offense up to the line fast.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now a second down throw for Jackson. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up third down and 10.
Throw here, third down. And to the ground it goes. So an incomplete pass brings us to fourth down. Well, they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
is to win.
And we're not doing it.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
If I was scoring a football game like those guys score every single baseball game, I'd put a G by that completion. A G for guts. Because after you throw a pick, to come right back on the next drive and give your receiver a chance, that takes some serious, serious trust.
Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. It's down to a 14-point game.
Ravens 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Here's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. This is reeled in by Reed. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And that is a Packers first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Love now to throw. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Down at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On second down, Jacobs tackles with what looks to be about 3 yards. That's enough. Fresh set of downs coming their way.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Packers carrying both the football and a good lead into our 4th quarter. First and 10 from the 32. Throwing, it's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. An 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
And the Packer first down.
From the red zone now. Buying some time right. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Following the penalty, 5 yards to go here on second. To the air with Love. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have some new life in the 4th.
second down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. He's not going to get away from this. They're all over him. They drop him at the 33. Offense to the line fast.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson a throw on 2nd. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Not deterred by that kick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43.
Throwing on 2nd down. Here's Love. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, so this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds near that marker, but pretty clearly behind it, Brock. So still a couple of yards to go. It is 4th down.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case, tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Love throwing on 4th. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
It's a turnover.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Henry running to the left. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Couldn't get the play off in time. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Ravens losing by 14. Multiple ways to attack. Here's 2nd and long. Now it's Lamar. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Xavier McKinney.
Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up 2nd down. Now, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense, they're doing their job.
3rd and 7 now after the last catch, got him 3. Throwing now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Good news there is he got the ball out of his hands and did not take the sack. The bad news is he's got to collect himself, regroup after that big hit, and make sure they find a way to execute.
Desperation time here. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Lobs this deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he gets home. Touchdown, Green Bay. Matthew Golden in from 87 out. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Looking for something, but the defense makes the play first, dropping him at the 27. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
At the 27-yard line.
After the sack, Lamar flushed out of the pocket. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Wide open, downfield, got it! And he gets home. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers, a 73-yard play. Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Sent right down the middle and good. And it's down to a 14-point game.
Packers 35, Ravens 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Okay, color me a little bit surprised here, Brock. Seeing them throwing darts downfield still, considering the lead they've got at this point in the game, kind of seems like run-it-out territory.
Well, you call it surprise. I call it trust. That's what that coaching staff does and believes in their quarterback as they continue to fire away.
Working on second down. Love. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Just cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here he goes, third and long. Gets it downfield, on target to Watson. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
Scream a line loud enough that someone will believe. It may seem fairly obvious, but I don't think you'd agree. Please refrain from thinking it's what God is in this team. Yeah, there's a pattern from the past and it lives and dies with me. Hey! Spinning all your rounds till you slip off track. Blaming someone else as you build your stack. Running.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go from Indianapolis. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Gain of 11 right out of the gate.